You know what? Life always finds a way, and I really appreciate that. That was supposed to be a fake wasp nest that real wasp planted a nest in. Ever since I started gardening, I began to appreciate my passion for how life finds a way. Watching my garden come from seeds to beautiful little plants has changed me foundationally. It's made me understand the abundance of life and everything that comes with it, good and bad, from insects to rodents. You know, there was a rat coming up to my fourth floor patio for a while. And during that time, it took my passion away. I couldn't garden because the rat kept eating everything in my garden, even things that I looked up online that it said rats didn't like. I mean, this rat was destroying my garden. And for months, I could not garden, could not make videos, could not enjoy something that brought me pure joy. So I started looking for every way to get the rat to go away. I tried every method there was, and nothing worked. I really did not want to kill the rat. I kept trying to deter the rat. I wanted the rat to find something else to do other than come to my patio and eat the things that I loved, my plants. And it just baffled me how the rat went past a pool with a trash can full of things people cooked all day, went past many plazas, way more other houses, and came all the way up to the fourth floor to my patio to destroy my garden, literally. So I ended up having to get rat poison to get rid of the rat, and it worked. I remember the last day I seen the rat, I thought it was on my patio again, and I tried to scare it away, and I pushed the pot forward that it was on the other side of, and it actually fell to its death. I didn't even realize the rat was dying, but it was because it ate the poison at that time. So when I realized what happened, of course I had my sorrows, but I had to sit with how this connected to my people-pleasing ways. In this case, rat-pleasing. I lost something that I enjoyed for months. Thought about it every day and was doing everything I could to get it back. And I couldn't because I kept trying to accommodate a situation that wasn't accommodating to me. I kept trying to find every other route rather than a fatal route. And it wasn't working for me. And I understand there's traps and other things that I could have done, but I used the resources that I had in this meantime, and that was rat poison. So I'm able to finally enjoy my garden again. But this left me something to sit with. How oftentimes that the things that I experience and need to grow through and learn from can happen in real time in the most symbolic ways. It made me sit with everything that I've lost in the past year. It made me sit with all of the decisions that I've made that really hindered me. And right now, I'm trying my best to clean up my life from all those terrible decisions. And as I clean up my life from all those terrible decisions that I've made that hindered me, as of right now, I sit with all the times I got warnings, all the times somebody tried to share their wisdom with me, all the times that somebody tried to help me move forward and steer me on a path that's more beneficial to me. And I sit with how all of that went in one ear and not the other. How I wanted to do things my way. I was a little stubborn. That I just felt like most people didn't really know what they was talking about, right? And most people ain't really get it. Like when you in your 20s and you trying to figure out your life and everybody telling you this and everybody telling you that, and it's just kind of like you just want to Focus on how you want to do it, how you want to be different. Focus on your plan for your life. And I can say there was a couple people who was right. But I had to figure that out for myself. I think the thing that I sit with the most is that's what life is about. Figuring it out for ourselves and gaining wisdom from that. There is nothing that anybody could have told me to make me make different decisions. The only thing a person could have did was prepare me for the blowback and how to navigate that from my terrible decisions. I authentically believe the best way we can educate and get wisdom from each other is sometimes people got to touch that hot stove to know it's hot. You can tell a person a stove is hot. You can describe to them what a hot stove look like. But there's a big portion of the population that just got to touch it and make sure. Some people got to be able to use all 5 senses to know it for a fact what it is. Moving forward, I don't want to let anything hinder my hobbies or hinder what brings me happiness and joy. I've been sitting with more, I've been thinking more, I've been even picking up more hobbies and doing more things that make me happy. I'm trying to figure out myself at 33 years old. And while I'm regretful, I didn't have it all figured out in my 20s. What I sit with is I've only been alive for 33 years. And I'm always sent with what do I have to show for it? And always trying to compare my life to other people. I always just sitting with the validation from others. And it's like, it doesn't matter. Nothing that anybody else has to say about me matters or has power unless I give it to them. I have to figure myself out for myself. And I don't think I'm going to ever have myself 100% figured out. I'm growing. I'm evolving, especially in my transness. Transitioning has been one of the most beautiful things I've ever experienced. I'm not perfect and I don't got to figure it out. But I do have wisdom from all my failures, all my bad decisions, all of my regrets. I keep saying that I don't want to be that old, resentful person living a woulda, shoulda, coulda life. Like, you know, those people that live in the past, woulda, coulda, shoulda, and not where they at, and gave into their addictions and still not moving forward, and nothing against them whatsoever. But I just don't want to be that woulda, coulda, shoulda person. I don't want to be a person full of regrets about how I handle situations. So I've been trying to make sure I give my all. I've been trying to make sure I regulate my emotions, that I handle situations as best I can with the tools that I have. And if I'm struggling, even communicating that. I won't have it all figured out overnight. But I think that's what life is about. Being able to figure it out as we go. And to share what we can. I know at one point, when I have kids, I'm going to have to tell them that the stove is hot in a metaphorical sense. And I know that I'm going to have some kids that don't want to touch the stove themselves. And when they touch the stove, I'm going to be there to show them how to heal the burns. I grew up in a childhood where I used to get fussed at and cussed out for my mistakes and failures. But rather than continuing that for my children, I want to let them fail. And then I want to be there to pick them up so we could try again and succeed. so I can help them make better decisions. I know that better decisions doesn't come from me stopping their bad decisions and mistakes, but it'll come from the way that I support them after they realize it. I want to be supported that way. I want to give that to my inner child because I never experienced it before. Support through my failures. I always have to rely on myself. Never really had people like show up for me in the ways in which I really, really need it. And consistently, I kind of get disappointed. But what I sit with is everything that life has lacked to give me, I'm going to find a way to give myself abundantly. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to experience life and to experience my hobbies and the things that can help me grow as a person. And again, I know I'm not perfect. I know I don't got to figure it out. And I got problems of my own. I'll handle the situation still, but I know that I'm doing my best. And I'm going to continue to strive and do my best. The only wisdom that I have now is focus on learning your life lessons and healing after you made those mistakes and the path that it takes to clean up. Sometimes a bad decision can set you back years. Instead of harping over the bad decision, make a game plan on how we can get back on track and get out the hole and back on equal footing and where we can move from there. I really appreciate everybody for taking the time out to listen to me, support me, and watch my garden. And if you ever deal with rats in your garden, kill them the first time around. Thank you again for listening. I hope that this is insightful for anybody listening. And I'm just happy I'm able to garden again because it's more than abundant now. I feel like I came back 2 times better.